Hello everyone, and here we have a new passage, and this passage is a part of our How to Read a Passage series. In this series, we try to bring to the attention of the student as to how to become a good reader, and we try to demonstrate that with the help of passages that are very similar to the ones that come in CAT, right? So, if you look at this passage is from you can say natural science or from the world of biology, and we will read the passage. And before I go ahead, I would like to bring to your attention the four important points that I always repeat. The first is that you have to ignore the intricate details if you come across any. Second is that you have to map the key nouns, very important. The third is you have to get the gist of every paragraph so that you can form the central idea. And the fourth thing is that if you don't understand something, there is no need to worry about it, just forget about it. Fine. So let's read the first paragraph. The first paragraph tells us that until the 1980s, most scientists believed that non-catastrophic geological processes caused the extinction of dinosaurs that occurred approximately 66 million years ago at the end of the Cretaceous period. Now, it's a long sentence, but what does it talk about? It talks about the extinction of dinosaurs and how it must have happened through some non-catastrophic geological process. So we get to know that the passage seems to be talking about extinction of dinosaurs. Geologists argued that a dramatic drop in sea level coincided with the extinction of the dinosaurs and could have caused the climatic changes that resulted in this extinction, as well as the extinction of many ocean species. So the author says that a drop in the sea level must have caused this extinction. So, what is this first para all about? The first para focuses on the extinction of dinosaurs and proposes a theory that the drop in the sea level was responsible for that. So, it's a very simple paragraph. The second para says this view was seriously challenged in the 1980s by the discovery of large amounts of iridium in a layer of clay deposited at the end of the Cretaceous period. So, the author says that this view, that is the view given above, was challenged. Because iridium is extremely rare in rocks on the Earth's surface but common in meteorites, researchers theorized that it was the impact of a large meteorite that dramatically changed the Earth's climate and thus triggered the extinction of the dinosaurs. So what do you have in this paragraph? Again, the same idea, the extinction of dinosaurs is being discussed, but here the author takes a turn by saying that the earlier hypothesis or the explanation may not be up to the mark because of the reason iridium. He says we can see iridium in certain places, and iridium is there in meteorites. So the theory is that the meteorites might have struck, as a result of which the dinosaurs might have come to extinct. So let's go ahead and read the third paragraph, right? The third paragraph says currently available evidence, however, offers more support for a new theory. So again, you have a new theory. So theory 1 is there in the first paragraph, theory 2 in the second paragraph, and now we have theory 3 in the third paragraph. He says currently available evidence, however, offers more support for a new theory, the volcanic eruption theory. A vast eruption of lava in India coincided with the extinctions that occurred at the end of the Cretaceous period, and the release of carbon dioxide from this episode of volcanism could have caused the climate change responsible for the demise of the dinosaurs. So here we have something new, that is the volcanic eruption theory, and this eruption might have caused climatic change resulting in the demise of the dinosaurs. Such outpourings of lava are caused by instability in the lowest layer of the Earth's mantle, located just above the Earth's core. As the rock that constitutes this layer is heated by the Earth's core, it becomes less dense, and portions of it eventually escape upward as blobs of molten rock. So this is a bit technical, in the sense that how exactly this happens is given here. There is no need to understand everything, what is diapese and what it means. Just you have to understand that the third paragraph talks about a new theory, which is the volcanic eruption theory, and because of the eruption, the climate change caused by it might have resulted in the demise of the dinosaurs. So let's go and take the fourth paragraph. The fourth paragraph tells us that moreover, the volcanic eruption theory, like the impact theory, accounts for the presence of iridium in sedimentary deposits. It also explains, so the author has further gone on to elaborate the volcanic eruption theory. So by using the word moreover, he is beginning a new paragraph, but he is adding to the earlier idea. He says the volcanic eruption theory accounts for the presence of iridium in sedimentary deposits. It also explains matters that the meteorite impact theory does not. So here the author seems to be in favor of the volcanic eruption theory, as if he's trying to support it. He says that the eruption theory accounts or explains matters that the meteorite impact theory does not. Although iridium is extremely rare on the Earth's surface, the lower regions of the Earth's mantle have roughly the same composition as meteorites and contain large amounts of iridium, which in the case of a diapir eruption would probably be emitted as iridium hexafluoride, a gas that would disperse more uniformly in the atmosphere than iridium containing matter thrown out from a meteorite impact. In addition, the volcanic eruption theory may explain why the end of the Cretaceous period was marked by a gradual change in sea level. Fossil records indicate that for several hundred years prior to the relatively sudden disappearance of the dinosaurs, the level of the sea gradually fell, causing many marine organisms to die out. This change in sea level might well have been the result of a distortion in the Earth's surface that resulted from the movement of diapirs upward towards the Earth's crust. And the more cataclysmic extinction of the dinosaurs could have resulted from the explosive volcanism that occurred as material from the diapirs erupted onto the Earth's surface. So what you see is a hell lot of technicality. You have to just understand that the volcanic eruption theory primarily explains not only the presence of iridium, but also it explains basically how the change in the sea level might have happened. Or in fact, it says fossil records indicate that for several hundred years prior to the sudden disappearance of the dinosaurs, the level of sea gradually fell. So you know what the author wants to tell us, that this volcanic eruption theory accounts for everything and maybe the best explanation for the disappearance of the dinosaurs. Now, when you have read the passage, you are likely to forget lots of things. I mean, no doubt about it, that broadly you will remember some of the keywords. And if you ask me what are the key nouns here, because this is very important. So when you start mapping the key nouns, you will see that the dinosaurs is one important idea of this passage, right? The dinosaurs are disappearing, so one very, very important step. The second point is that because of this, there is hypothesis. So explanation 1 talks about some kind of sea level change discussed in the second paragraph, in the first paragraph. So explanation 1 is the sea level change in the first paragraph. The explanation 2 given is meteorite, which is there in the second paragraph. The third explanation, E3, tells about the volcanic eruption theory. The author seems to be in favor of this theory, and he goes on to explain in the fourth paragraph how this volcanic eruption theory is very convincing. It accounts for the iridium stuff, because the word iridium is a key word. So the word iridium has come, the word volcanic eruption has come, the word meteorite has come, the word drop in sea level has come, and the focus is on the dinosaurs extinction. So if you combine all these keywords, what you get is basically what the whole passage is all about in broad. The dinosaurs disappeared at the end of some period. There are many hypotheses for this, but the most convincing is the volcanic eruption theory, which accounts for the iridium found in the sediment and also for the sea level change that must have happened before the disappearance of the dinosaurs. So what happens when you read like this? When you read like this, you may not remember every trivial detail, but if there is a question that mentions the word iridium, so you are likely to come to back to the passage and look for the word iridium. And you know that the word iridium has not come in the first paragraph, it has come somewhere in the second paragraph and has been discussed even in the volcanic eruption theory. Or suppose if there is a question on the sea level change, so you know that sea level change has come in the first paragraph and maybe towards the end of the last paragraph, but not in between. So this kind of mapping and categorization of the passage proves to be of great help in going back to the area of the passage where you are likely to find the answer to the question. So what do we learn in effect? In effect, we learn that when you get the central idea, it helps you to answer some of the critical reasoning kind of question. All of the following weakens the iridium theory except, or the volcanic eruption theory would be weakened by which of the following, or the meteorite explanation is strengthened by which of the following. So when you look at the application based questions, the broad understanding of the passage will always help you in solving the application based questions. So your reading has to be as broad as possible, and you have to get a feel of the map of the passage, And secondly, there is no need for you to worry about all the minor details. Once you get the question, you can go back to the paragraph.